Guys, what's up? How's it going? Welcome back for another good show here at Bitgohobby. Running a little bit late today. We were out flying in some crazy windy conditions. But I do have good news. These storks here are now on sale on the website. The camouflage version, the green scheme, and then also the sticks will be on the site hopefully by the end of the show tonight. And then another great thing is check out the links in the description. I have the link to this, and then also I have the link to the Dynam Meteor V3, which during the show is 19% off, and it will expire at midnight. So if you want one of those, make sure to pick one up. The link is in the description for that as well. And yeah, can't wait to get into some stuff tonight. So how's everybody doing? Good to see everybody in here. Do a little bit of a roll call here in a minute. I'm pretty amped up. It's going to be a good show, hopefully. Tons of guys in here. All right, let's do a little bit of a roll call here. I'm going to try to get back up in the comment section. All right, so we got Tug Hill RC, Lee Davidson's Hanger, Shadow Ops RC, Boss 223, Mike SSI, Keith Christie, Run for the Hills Mining, RC Roland, Ken Sprouse, Reckham Roy's RC, RC Flyby, Rafael Torres, Wayne's RC, keep going, JT83. Man, comments are flying. Spencer Keith, what's up, buddy? How are you? John Graham, Paul Grice, Ghost, Michael Nolan, Ryan's RC Hanger, Hanger 51, Frankie RC Planes. Sorry if I missed anybody. Holy smokes, lots of guys in here tonight. All right. So did any of you guys get out flying and all this wonderful weekend? Saturday or yesterday was really good. Me and Ryan had a good time yesterday. Today, though, we tried to fare the winds, and we took a lot of stuff but didn't fly a lot of stuff, unfortunately, because it was super windy. But you know, I did fly the Dynam Tiger Moth, and that thing was an absolute blast in a lot of wind. We pretty much had it flying backwards. We had it hovering, landing it like a helicopter, taking it off like a helicopter. It was super fun. Lee Davidson, you were right. That thing is a hidden gem by Dynam. It is awesome. Hanger 51, went flying all day today, just got home. Awesome. Yeah, so did we. We just got back. Hurried up and scarfed down a sandwich real quick, and here we are. All right. Lee Davidson Hanger. Yeah, I'll check the message, buddy. Thanks. Pilot Ryan, look at that. What's up, buddy?
Nothing.
Michael Rashka, how are you doing? All right. So yeah, looks like a lot of people went flying this weekend. That's awesome. Michael Rashka, didn't you have a birthday yesterday? Happy birthday, sir. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Mr. Ramsey, how are you? Good to see you in here. All right. So yeah, like I said, these are on sale now, guys. The sticks and the storks in the green color should be on by the end of the show, and I do have some pricing for you. These are $2.99, the ARF Plus bundle, so there's a little bit of building required, but it comes with all of your servos, all the electronics, including your motor and ESC. And then something I thought that was really cool on this is I could not figure out why it had so many servos, because it calls for 8 servos. And the plane doesn't need that many. So I'm like looking at it, trying to figure out what's going on with it. Well, it looks like the leading edge slats on the front of this stork are functional. So I thought that was really neat. So I'm curious to see how that works. We still have to finish building ours. But yeah, other than that, tonight we're going to build, for some of you beginners and intermediate flyers, the Dynam Primo. So we'll get that up here in just a second. Sorry if I missed anything, guys, in the comments. Going kind of fast tonight. And I need to find my little knife to open up the box. When all else fails, use a sharp APC prop. Alrighty. Dylan, how you doing, buddy? All right. So here it is, the Dynam Primo, not the 188. These confuse me sometimes during the day when you guys order them because they have the same packaging. So I have to make sure I look at the label extra carefully. All right, when all else fails. There we go. Alright, so we have our gear taped on here. Our first box. Ooh. And so, another new feature with this Primo, guys. I don't know if any of you guys have had the older version of this. I had one many years ago, and I gotta be honest, I was not a fan of the wheels at all. They were kind of like a foam, like an actual foam, like what your airplane would be made out of, and they were super light and gave you no nose weight that is actually needed with this. But now, as you can see, it comes with a new spongy, nice soft rubber tire. So, and they're a little bit heavier. So this should be a huge improvement from the old tires. Get our parts bag open right quick here. Alrighty. Throw that in there. Screws, glue. It's been a while since I built this one. Quite a few years now, so might have to peek back at the directions. Whoops. Decal sheet. I'm getting tape stuck onto everything. There we go. All right. Okay, so looks like they did a little bit of upgrading on this one too. So on the older version, it didn't have these nice carbon spar supports in here like this one does, so that's a nice little improvement. This is the first I've dug into one of these in a long time, so lots of little things here and there that are new that I didn't notice until now. Yeah, that's awesome. Alright, oops. Here's the rudder here. Sorry if I'm missing anything in the chat, guys. JT83, thanks for reminding me about that. So, the trays, the Ertz trays are now on the site as well. I actually, JT83, I have been building so much lately, believe it or not, that the 3 trays I had all have little small parts in it for other little things I'm doing right now behind the scenes. So, yeah, that's why I'm not using a tray at the moment, but we will be using a stand here in a second, for sure. And those have a nice little tray area for all your little bits and pieces anyways, so. All right. I like to see them doing this now too in the boxing. It keeps this from sliding through the end of the box. We used to get a lot of complaints about that, so that's nice to see too. The packaging has got better. All right. So this is a 5-channel bird, so you do have flaps with this one. Whoops. Get that out of the way. Check out our directions here real quick. So CG is 55 to 60 millimeters back from the leading edge of the wing. And it looks like there's not really any glue necessary on this one. Let's see what kind of electronics we have up front. So it looks like we have a 40 amp ESC and a 650 kV motor up front. So this should be this should get along pretty well. Shut that back up. Alrighty. Grab our stand real quick. Tughill RC, yeah, I agree. These do need some Bitgohobby stickers on them. Hopefully we'll be getting some stickers here soon. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for them. All right. So I think I'm going to start off with the landing gear and tail portion of the airplane first. This all should, and always test fit everything, guys, before you screw it together, just to make sure. All right. So everything dry fits really nicely. I can't remember if the old one was a glue-on tail or if it's all bolted on, but this is pretty nice. Doesn't look like there's really any glue necessary. See what ones it calls for in our manual real quick here. So 3 25mm screws. Alrighty. 25mm, that's pretty long. Hey, Pay It Forward, how you doing, buddy? All right. Dana's RC, how's it going? George Watts. Sorry if I'm just catching some of your guys' names in here. There's my screwdriver here. How much are our stands on BitGo, Dylan? I believe they range from, I want to say, $28 to $40. Let me check real quick for you.
$41.99.
Yeah, $41.99 is for the Mega.
$29.99.
And $29.99 is for the regular size, any color. It comes in blue, red, orange. Did I say red? Yeah, blue, red, orange, neon, and then the screen that I have here at the Primo sitting on. Yeah, Lee Davidson, the Tiger Moth is a 10 out of 10. That thing was a blast today. In crazy wind, too. It was awesome. Sometimes it's hard to get the screws to line up. Hey, there we go. George Watts. Ryan was doing some stall flying with that Focke-Wulf 190 of his today. It was pretty cool. It was so windy and that thing got along great though. Ken Sprouse, the other colors will be available by the end of the night tonight. They had to do some updating to the website, so that's why only the camouflage is on it at the moment, but they will be up by the end of the night, the stick and the other color Stork.
Is there a comment box during checkout?
Yeah.
They want to know what the name of the brand is.
Yeah, the new brand name is Dancing Wings, guys. Alright, I got that on there. I need to tighten that tail down a little bit more. We'll come back to that here in a little bit. Mary Boozer in here? I didn't see him. What's up, Mr. Boozer? Wes over there. Alright, so the next step here, let's go ahead and get these landing gear on. The landing gear, we're going to take these real little screws here. There's quite a few of them, so they're kind of hard to miss. Michael Nolan, yeah, we might be able to do the C188 one of these days, buddy. So this landing gear mount can be kind of finicky sometimes, being wire. Oops, I think we need to go in with it a little bit. These pop down into here, but it's kind of hard sometimes if the bend's wrong on it. Might have to do a little modification to that part. Oops. All it took was this size screw. All right. Jackson's RC Aviation, how you doing, buddy? Rafael Torres. No, I have not. It does look fun, though. I actually have the big Cessna 182 from HSD coming. We'll get into that here in a little bit. Whoops. Hey, I caught it. That was a good catch, huh? There we go. With these big fat tires on here, it's a little bit of a workout to get the supplied Allen wrench to work. It's like, if you had a little bit longer one that came past so you could like get right past there, it would work really well, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have in your shop, so, or tool bag. We went flying today, so a bunch of my Allen wrenches and stuff that are usually in here are not at the moment. They're all in the trailer. Mark Buchtel, what's up, buddy? How are you? All right. 77 folks in here tonight. Good to see everybody. Thanks for joining me on a Sunday night. This is a nice little thing I think we've kind of started. A fun time hanging out with all you guys, building some airplanes, talking about the hobby. Cannot wait. Hopefully all you guys are coming to the Pilot Ryan Media fly-in down in Florida coming up May 12th to the 16th, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
I can't wait to meet a bunch of you guys down there, so that should be cool. I think I could have built the whole plane in the time it's taken me to use this little Allen wrench and get this wheel on here. It's a pain in the butt with this little thing. I think I'm just going to do those later. All right. Oh yeah, pay it forward. Bunch of you guys are coming. Good. Good, good. Can't wait to see you. All right, so next thing is next. Let's go ahead and put our wing spar in. So this is kind of a unique wing spar. It slides into here and then has a interesting little cutout here that this plastic plate's going to slide into. So pretty nifty. And hopefully, is there an up or a down to this? Okay. There we go. That just clicks into there. Huh. Pretty cool. That all just clicks right in. Then you can go ahead mount the wing on. So this is a pretty good sized bird actually. All right, kind of tongue and grooves in there like that. Then your wing plate goes across here. And this has kind of like a tapered angle to it, so it does only go one way. Right like that. Mr. Photon, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you in here, my man. Comments are flying. Sorry if I missed anything, guys. Maybe if you guys have any questions or anything like that, maybe put a couple emojis or something by it so I can make sure I try and catch it. All right, so that's easy as that. Oops. This would actually probably be a pretty easy one to mod lights on. We might have to do that in the future. I do like how this has a bolt-on prop shaft though. That's a good plus. And it's swinging a big 13.6 prop. Alrighty. Cool. So now we can go ahead and add some of these decals. Maybe we'll mess with these tires again real quick though. Just because I really want to see them on here. I am going to grab a better set of Allens real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that. Alrighty. Sorry about that, guys. We've got our nice MIP drivers. These should get the job done for us pretty easily now. Red Bull, yeah. Man, simple as that when you have the right tool. Little burr on the edge of this one here. Okay, finally. Now we can take her off the stand there. All right, kind of like Tundra style. I did forget the tail wheel though. I'll have to go back to that here in a little bit. Because that actually gets done with the tail section. But let's go ahead and get some decals on it. And I can't remember, I mean obviously I know where the windows go, but I can't remember where the rest of them go, so I'm going to set the box up over here so I can kind of sneak peek at it. Alrighty. So this is obviously our windshield here. That's right, pay it forward. Looks better when you start getting some windows and things on it. Dennis Farley, how you doing, buddy? Oops. Sometimes this actually is easier, where'd I put it? With a stand, just so you can tilt the airplane kind of whichever way you need it to make it easier to apply the decal straight. There, get it kind of at an angle. Sorry if I'm missing anything, guys. Oops. Like that. Took off the wrong side of the window. Flip it over here. I guess while we're over here, I'll finish up the rest of the decals on this side. Hey KSRC, how you doing, buddy? Alrighty. So that's that side of the windows done. I have one more to add on the back here. Oops. All right. So we have some windows on it now. So now we'll go ahead and add the rest of the decals. Looks like these go on top here. Oops, if I can get them off. That's the hardest part, especially when you don't have long nails, to get them off the darn sheet. Sometimes I have to cheat and use a like a razor blade to grab the edge of it. Ooh. Ah, there we go. Sometimes it's the way they're cut too. There we go. Alright, so it looks like this one goes on this side. So when I lay these kind of decals on, I kind of try to start at one point. I'm going to line this one up with the edge. Oops. I'm getting pieces of it stuck together, which is never good. There we go. Ugh, that's a sticky decal. Alright, so go ahead, line that corner up with that. Alright. And then to get these nice and smooth, I hold up on one side and get it started once you have your line going. And then you can kind of work it along, so this way it kind of, there's like little indentations on here for the airfoil. And this way you can kind of work it so it all runs nice and smooth. You don't get any bubbles this way either. Just gotta take your time sometimes. Don't rush it and just slap them on, and they usually turn out pretty good. Whoops. Alrighty, there's that one. There we go. Alright, so this one we'll try to do the same way here. Kind of line it up with the, oops, with the edge. So there's that, not too bad. More to go on. Lots more. Alrighty, so now let's see, looking at our box here, it looks like we have a Primo sticker going on the wing. This one being all white and not having the stickers applied would actually be a good one to maybe paint, but be careful painting some of these because I've noticed that if you don't lay primer on some of these bare foam surfaces, that the paint will fisheye. I've been there and done that a few times. So always make sure to lay down a good base coat on the bare foam. Fighting stickers tonight. I cannot win with these darn stickers, I'm telling you what. Ah! Pull it off of there. Oops. Yeah, Roy, these bush tires are pretty nice. They're nice and squishy too, so it should absorb quite a bit of impact. I'm curious to fly it with these because this plane always needed like way more nose weight than what they called for. Like a 2200 up here just was not a good time with it. So and the wheels were so light on the original that they didn't compensate for anything. So having a bigger, harder rubber, well, I guess it's not harder, it's squishier rubber tire on here is really going to help, I think. Especially with them being so far forward, it gives it a lot more nose weight. The tires are, Shadow Ops, the tires are actually really squishy. I mean, they're not bad, oops, not bad at all. They're nice and, yeah, like spongy. So, and they're not like the old foam tire. Like the old tires that came on this were literally like foam from an airplane. They were horrible. So these are a huge improvement. Huge improvement. Just kind of going off the box here as to what I'm putting on. So it looks like those. This one goes on our tail. Yeah, Ken Sprouse, they kind of do remind you of Dubros. They're really squishy. They're definitely not, but yeah, they are similar as far as the feel goes. Grab a razor, I'll be right back. Should put that decal on a little bit lower, so it's got to do a little bit of trimming here. Boom. That'll take care of that. Alrighty, what else are we missing? Looks like another little Primo on the fuse here. Hey, I got that sticker first try. All right. There's one side. Those must go on the bottom. Oh, no they don't. They go on the fuselage too. I goofed up. Man, those are really smooth though. Those tires are. Sets down too. Alright. So it looks like this one goes next on this side. And this is all off the box. What's cool about the stickers not being on is you can do them whatever way you want. So if your buddy has one, you can still do your stickers different to set you apart. All right, there we go. Now, not too bad. Kind of excited to fly this. It's been a long time. This thing's pretty big. It reminds you of like a Tundra style Cub. That's what it reminds me of. It's like a big Tundra style Cub. Hamilton's Hanger, how you doing, buddy? How's it going, Shay? I have no clue, Ken Sprouse. Alrighty. Finish applying these decals real fast here. I always have to look at like the side I already did multiple times to try and match it perfect on the other side as well. Oops. If I can get this off of here, come on. There we go. Sorry, I'm hiding again for a minute. All right. Oops. I almost screwed up again. That looks pretty close. All right, there's that. Hamilton's Hanger, Bitgohobby, how many planes do you build a week? Man, that is a good question, actually. I've been trying to build one every week on the show, so that's one per week. And then recently I've had some other things going on in the background with testing new products. So I have 3 under my belt there. So far this week, 4. And then one that I goofed up and have to fix. It's part of the hobby. I remember back in the day when I first started doing this, I was about 9 years old, and all we had was balsa back then. There weren't any foamies. And I swear, back then, you were working on these things more than you were flying them. It's definitely not that case today, but it's crazy sometimes. Unless you screw stuff up quite a bit. Then sometimes you are working on stuff more than you're flying, but if you're working on stuff, it usually means you were flying, so I guess that's a good thing. That's very true. Nobody's perfect. Especially when it comes to this. You can think you're the most bad to the bone pilot ever, but you're still going to crash at some point or another. Just part of our fantastic hobby. Pay it forward. We will talk about that here in just a minute. Alright guys, there was one thing I forgot to do that we should probably do, and I'll show you real quick before we go and call it with this one. I do have to install the electronics, but I'll save that for another day. Whoops. So of course here I am putting this thing together without reading the directions. And this tail plate that controls your tail wheel and it's supposed to mount on here, I never put on. So we're going to do that real quick. And now that we have, oh, these aren't Allen's, but there's that. Boss 223, awesome, man. I will get on that, I promise. That's on the agenda for this week. Lots going on right now. Tons of stuff going on right now around here, especially in the background. You guys are keeping me busy. You're probably good, Ken Sprouse. So the product line I'm about to talk about here in a minute, the other new one coming, is we won't have those jets or planes on the website until probably about next weekend. There's a lot to getting them all sorted out and all that kind of good stuff. But the dancing wings are all will be good to go. And then don't forget, guys, the show special is the Dynam Meteor V3. So if you guys want to get that for 19% off, I think it makes it like $169. I think it's $169. If you want to get that now, that is the show special, and that sale will expire at midnight tonight. So you guys have a little bit of time left. Lee, that's funny you said that. He said, Bobby, you need to change the box wall behind you with some new product boxes. And I'd imagine next week you guys are going to see me in a different area. So things will be changing. Ah, there we go. Holy smokes. Oh, come on. Yeah, Lee Davidson, the Meteor V3 is awesome. We had a great time with ours, me and Ryan both. So I think he actually kept that one. It's still at his house, I think. So it is a good one. It's fun. That's a good like little park jet too, actually, or first jet for somebody, just because it's pretty docile and landing's kind of a breeze with it too. You made yours 6S, didn't you, Lee? Ryan's RC hanger. Yes, it is. Oh, awesome, Shadow Ops. Good deal, man. All right, so the piece I was missing before we were going to put on now. So now I can put this little ordeal back together. Hold that into place. This goes into place. Oops. Actually, this goes into place first here. Jeez, that's a tight little fit there. Oops, and make sure before you put it in, this plate on the back is spun well. Holy smokes, that's going to be hard to do now. Aha, there we go. All right. Put my clasp on there, hold it. Ah, JTA 3. You know, I actually built the P47 a few weeks ago, and then we did the, I believe it was our first live stream. We did the G25 motor upgrade on it. All right, so that sandwich is in there. We'll come back to. Now we can put our bolts back in. Oh, that's awesome, Ryan's RC hanger. Heck yeah, man. I'm hoping to get myself into turbines this summer, actually. So, been something I've wanted to do for a long time, but I'm just getting an opportunity this summer to do it, so cannot wait. This back screw feels like it takes for years to get in here because it's so long. It's finally tightening up. There. Oops. Just threw that screw. I planned on flying my HSD F-16 today, but the weather did just not, it just didn't work out for us, unfortunately. All right, guys, so the green Stork, the all olive drab Stork with the yellow stripe going through it, and the stick are all now on the website for you guys. So just so you guys know, I just got the message. You're hearing it here first. All right. I'll have to bolt this little section up here in a little bit when I do my control surfaces, but other than that, that's pretty much the build on this thing. It's pretty simple. I'd imagine you can probably be up and flying and programmed within about I don't know, I'd say an hour and a half or so. All assembled and ready to go. It's pretty painless. No glue required. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Tundra style. Oh yeah. Check it out. Oops. Knocking off decal sheets behind me. But yeah, it's a pretty big bird too. So I'm curious to see how it flies. That tiger moth that we flew today surprised me a ton actually. That thing with that 800 kV motor is a rocket ship, and in the wind it was flawless. And I had no gyro or any stabilization of any sort in it, and it was absolutely amazing. Lee Davidson, what about the big plane you can't talk about? What's the ETA on that? So the big plane I can't talk about, that I'm looking at right now, we're doing some product testing and development on it. So it's not in the early stages. It's actually in like the very late stages. It's about to go into production, and so you guys should see them hopefully mid-spring, maybe mid-spring, late spring sometime. I'm hoping. It depends on how everything goes. So the reason that we're taking so much time on it is we really want to make sure it's right and gonna be something you guys rave about. So we're just taking our time on it, kind of going through the paces, making sure everything's worked out perfect. So there's nothing on the back side of it. I don't want you guys getting something and are like, oh man, well this isn't that fun. I mean, it needs more power or it needs this or that. So we're getting it worked out, so it's going to be awesome right out of the box for you guys. Ken Sprouse, good question. He said, Bobby, where does the battery go? So on this Primo, the battery goes, I thought, if I remembered, it was a bottom feeder, but it's not. It's actually right on the top here. There's this little latch, and then the battery, you kind of just shoehorn it right into here. It's actually pretty decent size now. So it calls for, I believe, a 2200 per the manual, but it looks like you can fit a little bit bigger up in there. Yeah, so per the manual, it's a 2200 4-cell pack. That's what they call for. But yeah, and then you get a XT60 connector, 40 amp ESC, 650 kV motor, and then 5-channel bird. You do have flaps with it, so that should be pretty cool. And I'm telling you, these tires are a huge improvement from the old one. I mean, it's not too bad sitting without a battery in it. And before, you needed a ton of nose weight in the old one, I remember. I mean, a ton. It felt like you had pounds in there by the time you got done adding weight. So, huge improvement. Alrighty. Yeah, thank goodness it's not a bottom feeder, Ken. Yeah, that would not be fun. All right. Yes, Moto Mill, the one on the site with the special will come with the new tires. All of the ones that we have in stock have the new tires with them, so they will not come with the old tires. You'll get the new tires, 40 amp ESC, 650 kV motor in the new one. Michael Bear, he said, I scratch built the same exact design from plans and foam board. It is really fun flyer on 3S, 4S is good too. That's pretty cool. I have there's an art to that foam board building. It's something I've never gotten into. I came from balsa building, and my build days, as far as piecing things together in that respect, are I'm past it now. Finally, maybe later on in the future there might be a kit I want to get, but yeah, I love my ARFs and my plug and play planes. Can't beat them. But some of those, holy smokes, I see some foam board planes that are huge, and then these guys juice them away. They are pretty neat. One of our good buddies, Adam C., he actually likes building the foam board wings, and he had one that was jet powered a couple years back, and that thing was really cool while it lasted. Of course, you have something like that, you kind of do some fun stuff with it, and sometimes they don't last long, but RC rolling. Yeah, nobody likes a bottom feeder. Alrighty. Yeah, that's true, Ken. Yeah, the only downside to a timber is that they are a bottom feeder. Yeah, those are good planes. Yeah, that would be nice to pay it forward, yep. So, anyhow, are there any other questions you guys had about this or anything like that? Fire away. Hopefully I answered most of the things for you. It does come with a 13.6 prop. I can't remember if I said that or not. But if there's anything else you're wondering. All right. Set this off to the side. Where'd it go? Yeah, and don't forget, guys, these beautiful sticks are now on the site. These come with all the electronics as well. Motor, ESC, servos, everything in the box. It's kind of like a ARF Plus build as far as the build goes. So there is some building required. It's not going to be like your regular plug and play. But this has actually become one of my favorites I've flown the past few days. You guys are going to be seeing video on that. Hopefully either later on tonight or tomorrow at some point. I had a blast with it. It says trainer airplane on it, and I've known sticks to be a good training airplane and then an absolute awesome 3D airplane. But this thing on low rates is, it's very forgiving. And especially the way it lands. You can dead stick this thing and it's awesome. It flies super light. I flew it in about 5 to 10 mile an hour winds and it did absolutely phenomenal. It calls for a 4-cell 2200 to 2800 milliamp battery. I tested it out with a Gens Ace 2200 milliamp battery, and it was perfect. The CG was right on the money, and it absolutely performed flawlessly. The battery bay in it is big enough to fit a 3300 in it. I have tested that out. It does add a little bit more weight up front, so just keep that in mind. But other than that, fantastic flying little plane. I cannot wait. So for you guys to get it, I just cannot wait. You guys are gonna love it, and I can't wait to see your response from it and see how you guys like them. I think it's gonna be a good hit. And then I'll get the Stork back up here so we can talk about that a little bit more in case you guys had any questions on that. All right. And then this actually, I'm not done building it yet, but the more I look at it and the more I've been messing around with the one I have offset here, I'm starting to love it more and more. It is just so cool. So the wings fold back on this one for transport. Looking at it, you might have to remove one side of the wings. Let me grab one of them from over here so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan's RC hanger. Yes, the price. So the Stork is a 1600 millimeter airplane. Comes with 8 9-gram servos. So all your electronics, motor, ESC, and this retails for $299. And then the stick is the same way. Comes with motor, ESC, all your servos, all electronics. That retails for $279. So not too bad. You actually get quite a bit of bang for your buck. And that's kind of what we're going for with these guys. We want you to be able to get a a quality balsa airplane with all the electronics, so it kind of takes out all of the guessing for you and stuff. A lot of the ARFs that you can get, you know, it doesn't come with your motor and ESC or servos, so you have to kind of look in the manual or go to RC groups and stuff and kind of see what other guys are using or what's working. With these, it kind of takes all the mystery out of it, especially for you folks that are going from foam airplanes maybe into balsa. This is a really good segue to get started, especially with the stick. The stick is a very gentle flying airplane. There's really no bad tendencies with it. It's a great one. This one, I don't want to say how it flies yet because I haven't flown it yet, but being a high wing, it's kind of like the German style Cub, I guess you would say. So I have a feeling this one's going to fly absolutely fantastic as well. It has functional flaps, functional leading edge slats, and then the wings. So I'm going to show you that real quick. Alright, so here's what's so cool about these. So this is the Stork Wing right here, okay? And on this wing, actually let me grab the fuselage too. We're going to take this down off of here. Ooh, find a place to put it. Alright, let me grab the fuse real quick. And this is the green one, guys, I was talking about earlier. Oops. Has a nice yellow band going across it and then silver belly. Put that right here. But what's super cool about this is these wings. So like the Whirl one, when you have these attached, I'm just kind of mocking it up real quick. So it's attached to the fuselage. These actually will pivot back. So you can fit this in the back seat of your car pretty easily with minimal breakdown. So that's a really nice feature with it. And then something I did not realize. So on the bottom here, you see 3 different servo pockets. Okay? So I'm like, why do they have 3 different servo pockets and it's calling for so many servos, you know? So I get looking in the manual here. Because obviously you need 2, one for aileron and one for flap. But I'm like, what is this guy for, you know? So I get looking in the manual, and it comes with a, let me see if I can find it again real quick here. I was just going to try and kind of show you what the manual shows me. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. So there's these little... it's hard to see. These little hinges, though, that actually get installed on the front here. And what that does is the servo from the front goes onto your leading edge slat that this comes with, and it makes them functional. So these leading edge slats are actually functional. So you can program it to adjust it how you want. I know some guys with slats adjust them so they come in with their flaps or whatever, or just on a different channel. But I thought that was super cool that this has adjustable leading edge slats. Like, I cannot wait to play with that. So I am super pumped about that. But yeah, these are now on the site, guys. $2.99 for the camouflage or the olive drab, depending on what one you guys like. And then the sticks are on the site as well for $2.79. You guys have any questions for me at all? I wasn't really paying attention to the comments. I'm sorry, I got a little bit excited about that. I'm so stoked. I cannot wait. So, Frankie RC planes. Yeah, we will have parts for these planes here in the future as well. Yes, we want to make sure that we have all the parts for you guys. So, because like I said, this is a good segue from foam into balsa. So a lot of you guys are used to buying spare parts. So instead of having to, let's say you crash or have a little bit of a hiccup and screw up a wing or a piece of a tail section, you'll be able to buy that spare part and replace it so you won't have to go through all the tasks of trying to rebuild the darn thing. So, alrighty. Stick says $2.99, huh? Let me see. I'm sorry, the stick is $2.99, not $2.79. I misspoke on that. Thank you, Dana. I thought when I checked the listing earlier it said something different. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so this is the Stork is $2.99 and the stick is $2.99. Sorry about that. Yeah, and the stick is a 1400 millimeter bird, 4S power as well, 900 kV motor, 60 amp ESC, and this is the Stork is the same. This comes with 900 kV motor and 60 amp ESC as well. It's 1600 millimeters, but as you can see, the wings folded really easily, or will fold really easily. I mean, and when it breaks down, it's small enough to fit in the back seat of a car, really. So that's going to be kind of cool. All right. Wreck'em Roy, yes, that's all I can say. I think so. I hope so. Shadow Ops RC, what comes with that plane? Are you talking about the Stork, buddy? So the Stork comes basically plug and play, but there's more to it. So it's kind of like an R plus. So it comes with your motor, ESC, all the servos, everything but the radio and receiver you're going to need to fly it. So whatever brand you prefer as far as radio and receiver go, and battery, that's all you're going to need to fly this once you get it put together. John Graham, I haven't figured out the leading edge slats yet. I was just talking about that. They come with like a little hinge style here, and then, oh, where'd that darn page go? There we go. So you can see in the manual here, you have one for your flaps, and then the middle pocket in between your aileron and flap pockets. The middle pocket's the one that's going to go forward to control your slats. So I cannot wait to try that out. Cannot wait. That's going to be a really cool feature. I'm curious to see how the plane kind of reacts. So should be pretty neat. Get it pretty slow. Yeah, Shadow Ops. So yeah, that's awesome. You said that's a steal for that bird at $2.99. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're shooting for with these. We want you guys to be able to enjoy these big balsa birds and kind of have a good segue from foam into balsa. A lot of the price point we're going with these is to get close to a plug and play foam plane for you guys. So that way there's not much price difference. So it kind of, you guys can kind of transfer over easily or get into balsa flying without any mystery to it. So these come with all the servos and all your electronics as far as ESC and motor go. So it leaves all of the guessing out of it for you guys that want to kind of segue from foam into balsa, or maybe just add a balsa plane to your collection and dabble a little bit. So pay it forward. Thanks for joining in, man. Good seeing you here. Awesome. John Graham, I'm sure Ken will let you fly a Stork. I'm sure that won't be a problem. I'm just kidding. D. David's saying here, I want one, please. Hey, man, they're on the website. They're ready to go. Craig Beaven, how you doing, buddy? Yeah. So do you guys have any other questions on the new line as far as airplanes go? Any questions on the Stork or the stick? Joe Pellegrino, that's what we're about to talk about. So before we get into the other subject, I just want to make sure no one has any other questions on these. Tug Hill RC asked a great question too. For the Stork, how many channels on the receiver do you need? So I believe 6 channels. According to the manual, it says 6 channels, which makes sense because it'd be 5 channels if you had flaps, 6 with slats. So it's going to be a 6-channel bird. Throttle, aileron, rudder, elevator, flaps, and slats. John Graham said, I like the green one. Yeah, I like the green one too. I like both of them, honestly. They're both beautiful. And they're very well made. And then another really cool thing about these, as far as gaining access to like your receiver and battery, it's pretty neat. It's just magnetic. So this whole top here is magnetic, and then it's got like a tongue and groove down here. So you can pop this open and leave it like that to get into stuff, or if you need to take the whole thing off, you can just wiggle it and the whole top slides off. It has little tabs that slide into place so you can't really get it wrong. Nice strong magnets here, so very easy to access. Plenty of room in there to get your hands in and work on things or change out your battery. Very, very nicely built airplane. Very nicely built. So yeah, we're loving it over here. We cannot wait. I'm excited for you guys to get some of them in your hands and built and hear how you guys like them. I'm super excited. So. Discover RC, how you doing, man? I see you in here, buddy. Storch. Yeah, thank you. Storch, not stork. Storch. It is German. Thank you for correcting me. Stork, storch. I don't know. It's like griping and gripping. What's the real answer? All right, so since everybody keeps asking me about it, yes. So the other little announcement is HSD Jets is going to be coming to BitGo here in the next week. So we are very excited for that. We will be getting product video together on those airplanes, so you will get to see all of your favorites from HSD here on the BitGo channel now as well, and be able to buy them. Don't forget to go through all of your favorite influencers links, by the way. There's a lot of them out there. You guys see a lot of them all throughout the week at many different times of the days. So make sure to use them. I know all those guys really appreciate it, and it really helps their channel when you go through the links and support this wonderful hobby and their channels as well. So don't forget to use your favorite YouTubers affiliate links if there is one that you have. And yeah, we cannot wait to see HSD over here. So hopefully by end of next week, you guys will be seeing all those products. We're trying to get everything still finished and worked out. When you get new products like this, sometimes it takes a while to build out the website, add all the product information and pictures and videos and this and that. So yeah, we cannot wait. I'm super excited. Ryan's RC Hanger. I'm not sure that's a good question. The Storks and the Sticks will, yes. But as far as HSD goes, I do not know yet. Yeah, Ken Sprouse, that's right. Pilot Ryan Media. And just wait. Stick around, because you guys will see some really cool stuff from our buddy over at Pilot Ryan Media. Don't forget to catch him every Saturday night at 9. Might change a little bit in the summertime from what I hear if we're out flying. But other than that, every Saturday night, the main man in YouTube land will be on. So and then, yeah, Discover RC's in the house. I just want to give him a shout out. Go and check out Discover RC's channel. They do some awesome stuff over there. Just my favorite thing that they do out of everything is they have like a tennis net there, and these guys can fly underneath that thing flawlessly. So go check it out. They have a great time. Check out the tips and tricks with the BF110 that they just put out from Dynam or Bitgohobby, the Dynam BF110. Super informational. That is a finicky build, and he kind of goes through some of the things on it for you and explains some of the things. So if you have one or are looking to get one, that's a great spot to be as well. Ah, Dustin. Don't worry, buddy. We have plenty of them for you. Don't worry. I'll save you one. Yes, volleyball net under the net. Discover RC said. It is awesome. Definitely check out their channel if you haven't, guys. All right. So it is coming up. We've been going for almost an hour and 45 minutes already. Lots of cool stuff to talk about. There was tons to talk about tonight. I could not wait to do the show. I always come amped up into the show. So does Ryan when we do these things, especially when we've been out flying for a whole day. It's just, man, it gets the blood flowing. And it was windy today, but, you know, we still had a great time. Ryan completely owned his Focke-Wulf 190 in the wind. It looked like a stall plane. It was awesome. So we had a good time getting out and flying today. And then being able to release these guys to you tonight and for you guys to be able to buy them was a treat. And I was super excited to do that. Something we've been working really hard on around here. And then there's a lot that goes on in the back end. I mean, we bust our little butts around here trying to keep orders up, and especially with the season, spring coming upon us. A lot of you guys are getting new airplanes, which is awesome. And yeah, we just love what we do around here, and we appreciate all of your guys' business and support to our channels, and just can't thank you enough. So, Dana's RC, video on the Stork coming soon, Bobby. Yes, it is. The Stork video I am hoping to have up by the end of the week. So yeah, that'll be coming soon. The stick video should be up either later on tonight or tomorrow morning. We did shoot all the video on that, so I have that done. And what I did with the stick, I'm sorry, is I actually flew that out to school instead of our regular flying spot, just because it's a good park flyer and it slows down really nicely. It's really grass capable. So I kind of went through all the steps and then kind of what everything the plane will do as far as intermediate to advanced. I mean, it is quite the fun airplane. And if you do get a stick, you can always buy one of our matching ERT stands with it. They look pretty good together. So, Boss223 says, I have 5 planes to maiden. You know what? That's always a good problem to have, buddy. That's a good problem to have. The worst part is when you have 5 planes to maiden and the weather is just not good enough to maiden them. That's the worst. We're finally getting lucky around here. We're starting to get some better days, so super excited. Yeah, don't forget to check out Firefox on Discover RC. Yeah, with that kid's a good pilot. Very good pilot. He's got something yellow and black coming to him, so I'm sure stick around and subscribe to Discover RC, because I'm sure you guys will see him flying that thing. So curious to see how he likes it. Alrighty. Alright guys, so is there any other questions or anything before we go tonight? Rodeo Pilot, are you guys in Indianapolis area? We were actually in South Bend, Indiana, so about 2.5 hours north. We're pretty close to the Michigan state line, so. Mikey likes it. Is Dynam going to make any bombers in the future? I don't know, to be honest with you. I know they have some things going on in the background over there. I'm not sure what direction they're going yet. So stick around. You'll be the first to know here at Bitgohobby. So.
Or FNRC.
Sorry, sometimes our buddy Pilot Ryan, the peanut gallery over here, gets me laughing sometimes. Yeah, B25 or B17, yeah, for sure. So Dana's RC, that's a great question. He said, Bobby, what ends at midnight tonight? So at midnight tonight, what ends is the special on the Dynam Meteor V3. So starting this Sunday, and then hopefully from every Sunday here on out, during the show, we are going to put an airplane on special. So every show, during the show until midnight, there's going to be an airplane on special, so it'll generally be quite a bit off. So like the Dynam Meteor V3 is 19% off, so it drops it all the way down to I think $169 plug and play. So that's a killer deal for that. And free shipping, so you can't beat it. So yeah, so every show we're going to have a in-show special, so you guys can maybe get an airplane you've been looking for at a discounted price during the show, but it ends at midnight. For anything you guys have seen on the show today, I will have links down in the description below. There is a link for the Stork in there already, and then I have it in big capital letters. There's a link for the Dynam Meteor V3 in the description as well if you guys are looking to pick one up.
Let's race those jets.
Yeah, we could.
Let's do a jet class stock. Nothing but original, nothing but paint jobs, all you can change.
That's a good idea. So it looks like Ryan, our buddy Ryan over here, he came up with a good idea. Why don't you come on over here and explain this one, Rye Guy?
Oh.
Putting him on the spot.
Oh, man. Okay.
Wake up.
Okay.
Scattlebot, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining us on a late night, man. Here's our buddy.
What's going on? Hey, look, the racing with the Dynam, like Warbirds, making them for the fly-in. A bunch of you guys are getting them and hopping them up, like a bunch. It seems like it's going to be a really good time. Yeah. Would you guys want to race in a jet class?
I think we should.
I don't know. These things are cheap enough. We got a couple.
Yeah.
We got at least race 2 of them. I think I want one.
Let's do it.
I want to put my own paint scheme on it, and I think we leave them stock.
It's a good idea. Nothing but
you want to do it? Tell them in the chat. You know where they're at. They're on sale till 12.
Till midnight tonight. That's a good idea.
Think about it. Let us know.
Yeah, we can keep all the jet stock, just paint jobs. So everybody can have a different paint job. But we'll keep them stock and do some Reno racing and see who wins and see if there's any carnage left over at the end.
Because you can bump with jets.
Oh, you can bump with jets. We've done it. We've done it. With props, they kind of interfere a little bit. But with jets, you might lose something with a prop job hitting each other. But a jet, you can get a little rubbins racing. So I've heard. So. Oh, awesome, Shadow Ops RC. Good. Yeah, I sent him some goodies, man. I'm excited for him to get those. Yeah, don't forget to check out Shadow Ops RC and Dave's RC, guys. They're on every Friday night. Don't miss them. It's a good show. And Dave's RC, he goes live all the time, randomly. Like if he's out maiden something or flying, he'll go live. So subscribe, hit the bell to Dave's RC.
Rated R.
Yeah, it can be rated R. Great guy though, and he's awesome to watch. So definitely stay tuned. That's right, John Graham. Things are going to crash sometimes when I have that grid. I wish you guys could have seen it yesterday. We have it on video, so I'm sure you guys will eventually see it on Ryan's channel, but I had the best belly landing with an injured plane I've ever done. I mean, blew the props and the tanks off of this thing completely and still managed to land it somehow. So I'm sure you guys will see that in the future. It was pretty awesome. Oh, awesome, Shadow Ops. Shadow Ops RC said Dave's RC will be on live tomorrow or Tuesday for the unboxing of the new goodies from Bitgohobby. So stay tuned. Shadow. Lee Davidson, I mean, he said the Meteor will run a 5S 3300 and last for a race or two. I mean, heck, if we're gonna fry it in a race or two, why don't you just go full send right off the bat and plug in a 6S and see how long it lasts? That's more my style. It always looks cool when smoke's coming out of a jet anyways, even though it's usually a bad thing. It's the only way I've got a smoke system on an electric plane is by frying something. John Graham. It won't work, I tried, he said. Dale, yeah, he said, I think the jet race should be a figure 8 course. That's not a bad idea. I like where your head's at there. I like where your head's at. That could end up in some pretty good carnage. I have yet to hit someone head on. Actually, I can't say that. I've had someone hit me head on at an event of all things. We were at an event, this was a long time ago. I take off and get in the pattern. Another guy took off, wasn't flying for very long, mind you, but at an event, you know, everybody's having a good time flying. I take off, get in the pattern. Here comes this guy, takes off downwind and completely does the opposite pattern of everybody. There's about 4 or 5 of us up there. Who do you think he met? It was me. And that was the end of my big P-47. Michael Barry, are you going to sell beef sticks too, Bobby? That's a good one. I don't know, because those are the official beef stick of RC. I think we just need to rename those things, rebrand them, and we'd have something there. This is a good question. TNRC Pilot said, hey Bobby, do you think it is worth the effort to upgrade an older PBY to counter rotating props? So, totally. I think, and you know what, I think it would actually be easy. All you're really going to have to do is just buy the counter-rotating props and then reverse an ESC wire on one of your engine nacelles, and that should realistically make it counter-rotating. So there really shouldn't be too much work involved in doing that if that's something you're interested in doing. Yeah, that would be cool, John Graham. I like that. Glider tug race. That would be fun. I've never tugged anything up before. That would be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. The Beaver that I have has a little tug spot on it if you want to pull something up. I've never tried it, though. That would be kind of neat. Bitgo beefsteak bites. Scattlebot, you break the rules, you pay. You know what? Actually, at the end of the day, the outcome was actually good. So, the event I was at actually had a few vendors there, and the guy that hit me, I was putting stuff away, and he actually did walk up with a brand new model for me. He was a super nice guy. I could tell he felt really bad. I mean, things happen. I wasn't completely bummed out about it, and I knew he was new. But the guy did make it right. He was a very nice guy. So no hard feelings by any means. Ken Sprouse, I think that would get a little, that could get messy real quick, man. He said you could also do team of 3. Front person has the motor, second has controls, and third has rudder and elevator. That's not a bad idea. So 3 plane trying to fly, like, kind of do a crew member type deal trying to fly that thing, that'd be nuts. I'm sure if you guys come to the Pilot Ryan Media Fly-In here, you guys are going to see some carnage and be in for a treat with some of the craziness going on. I can only imagine. And I'm going to bring some night stuff with me to fly. So I have planes with lights all over them. So the flying's never going to stop, especially if we're allowed to fly at nighttime down there, which I think we are. I don't think it's going to be an issue. So super excited for that, because once the sun goes down, we'll still be partying up in the air with our night planes. So we are coming up on 11 o'clock, guys. Sorry, I just saw another new comment pop up. Dylan Story, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, so we are coming up, though, on 11 o'clock. We have about 5 more minutes. Going to do a 2-hour tour tonight instead of a 3-hour tour. Don't forget, though, at the end of the show, for another hour, the Dynam V3 Meteor will still be on sale until midnight, so you can still get that until midnight at $169 for the show special. Bitgohobby, are strobes required for planes at night as well? I don't believe so. I know most of the ones I fly at night don't have any strobes on them. But also, I mean, be smart, be cautious. Don't fly in areas you shouldn't be. Make sure wherever you are flying at night, make sure that field allows it, that there's no ordinances. I know there's been a few events we go to where they have some weird ordinances in their county to where no aerial objects can fly at night as far as manned aircraft and stuff. Obviously, general aviation's okay, but there are some weird things in some of these fields. So make sure you're flying in a good spot at nighttime. We're definitely away from airports or any obstacles or houses or anything like that, but you should be fine, and stay underneath like that 400-foot rule if anything. At night, 400 feet is plenty high anyways. So yeah, it's super fun though flying at night. Definitely I suggest giving it a try, especially if your plane's lit up enough and you have the experience underneath your belt. Reckamroy, yes, we do have the four-blade counter-rotating props in stock. Yep. John Graham, thank you very much. We appreciate that, buddy. George Watts, thank you. Thank you. I hope you guys are having fun over here. If you guys ever have any suggestions or anything, make sure to message me or leave them on the Bitgohobby Facebook group. We love getting new and great ideas for the show. This is something I really enjoy doing with all you guys, doing some builds here and there. Try to build something every week if we can. Not sure what we'll do next week. Not sure what we'll do next week. Maybe we'll have some new goodies by then we can build on the show. Who knows? So, yeah. Ken Sprouse, thanks so much, man. Thank you so much. Thanks, Shadow. All right. So let's see. We got about 3 minutes. If there's any more questions or anything, last minute questions, fire away. Other than that, we're going to get ready and get out of here for the night. There's still some things to do around here. It's been an awesome weekend, so we're going to get busy in the background of things and get some things done. And I'm a night owl, kind of, so I stay up pretty late, but I like being down here. It can be nice and quiet at nighttime. You get to get some things done, and it's always a blast around here. And who knows, maybe we'll finish building the Stork so we can get a video out for you guys. But yeah, so stick around. The stick video will be coming either later on tonight or tomorrow morning at some point. And don't forget about that Dynam Meteor V3 if you guys are looking to get one for the special for this week. There'll be something different on special next week too, so always something good. Hanger 51, yes, the RV8 is the night version. It's hanging right here. That is my go-to at nighttime. That's my go-to plane at night. I love that thing, absolutely love it. Actually, some of the planes I have, I fly with just navigation lights at nighttime too. They're lit up enough that I can tell orientation actually pretty well. So it just depends. But the RV8 is definitely my go-to at nighttime. That thing is bright. Scattlebot said the B-26 needs to go on sale one Sunday night. Hey man, stick around. It just might, buddy. It just might. Spencer Keith, yeah, the new Gloucester is in stock. Yes, sir. All right. Yes, Spencer, it is 6S. Yep, the new 6S is in stock. Yep. And you know what? I have a piece of the wing sitting right here. I'll show you something real quick right before we go. So here's the center section of the V2 Meteor. As you can see, it has the upgraded retracts in it. So it has the nice upgraded metal retracts in it now. And then in the tunnel here, as you can see, they redesigned it. So now the ESCs, instead of those darn things getting hot and stuck in the fuselage or right here in the pocket of the wing, they remachined the tunneling in this. So now the ESCs are mounted inside of the tunnel with a piece of light ply going across it, screwed across, so it's getting constant airflow. So there's no more issues with overheating with this either. 6S, 2200 kV in-runner motors, 12-blade fans. It actually sounds really good. So yeah, I'm sure you guys will be seeing a video of this later on in the week as well. So, but these are now on the site and available. All right. So it is 11:01, guys. I think we're going to call it a night. Thank you so much for watching and all your support and everything. Like I said, if there's anything you guys ever want to see on the show, drop in a comment or message me or leave it on our Facebook page because we're always looking for new ideas and new stuff to build on the show. So yeah. Once again, thank you so much for joining me on a Sunday night. I know it's late for some of you guys and have to work on Mondays, and I really appreciate you guys sticking around and, yeah, all of us hanging out together and having a great time. So, until next Sunday, I will see you in the comment section of some of the videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell if you haven't. And, yeah, until next week, guys, thank you very much, and we'll see you.